before we get to today's video, don't forget to go to the superspeeders.com right there below and get your entries for the giveaway. We're giving away a trip on adventure drives to Denver, Utah, and Arizona, and it's a free trip. Food, alcohol, flights, car, everything's included except for your gas, and it's every $5 you spend on the website, you're going to get an entry, and your odds are pretty damn good right now. So I'd suggest getting on there. But now I've got some things to tell you. What's up, everybody? Rob Ferretti here, and obviously I've got a bunch of red cars around me. I didn't realize how many red cars I had until I walked in. I'm like, everything is red. Got a red Urus, red 488, red Porsche, red LP550, red F8, red 458, not that that's a rental car. And then there's there's a red Porsche over there, red Ferrari, like just lots of red cars, a whole sea of red in here. So we're gonna use that as a backdrop for today's video, which is the worst website on the internet. And I know what you're thinking. There's got to be some like Pee Wee Herman or weird website out there. No, Yelp is the worst website on the internet. Why? Because it's the most mafioso, right? Like, I have not cared for Yelp in forever. But you know what? Sometimes you're bored and you get a phone call and you're like, all right, let's entertain it. And I got a phone call, just say a month ago. Hi, I'm calling from Yelp. I'm like, yep, not interested. You guys suck. We used to advertise on Yelp years ago, but they called up on my other phone line. So I have metrodreamcars.com, which runs parallel with Gotham Dream Cars. So they have two websites. I couldn't update the inventory on the Gotham website, so we made another website called Metro Dream Cars, which has all of the available cars, so you can see real-time availability. Because I just got so frustrated, like having to send people pictures and everything like that. We just made a whole new website. And also Metro could be anywhere, right? We could have Metro Dream Cars in Jackson, Wyoming. We could have Metro Dream Cars in Dallas. We could have Metro Dream Cars in Chicago. But that was a very scalable name, so that's why we went with Metro Dream Cars. But Yelp called up on the Metro Dream Cars line and they're like, hey, we'd like to get you. You don't have a profile set up on on Yelp yet. And I'm like, yeah, not interested. I don't like Yelp. Yelp is a soapbox for complainers. That's all it is. It's not a legitimate review site. It's somewhere where people are like, you know what? You got to do something for me or I'm going to go to Yelp. Because Yelp just says, bring all your negativity. We like it. And people don't go to Yelp for anything other than complaining about companies. So that's my feeling about Yelp. But the woman was talking to me. She's like, blah, 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 blah. We get all these leads and everything. And it just happened to be like a perfect storm. Because I'm like, you know what? We're not really spending anything on advertising right now. And we're talking like $500 or $600 a month, right? We're talking $15 a day. That's $450, $500 a month. And we're going into peak season, right? And this is going to be, since nobody knows what Metro Dream Cars is, this is a test to see if this site can actually generate traffic. Because I don't know when we get additional phone calls on Gotham, whether it came through Yelp or not. Nobody's like, hey, I caught your listing on Yelp. Doesn't happen. But Metro was fresh. So I was like, let's go. I'll try it for 3 months because this is peak season, right? So I'm going to try a $1,500 experiment with Yelp. So I put together the profile, added a bunch of pictures. So Metro Dream Cars is now on Yelp. And I'm expecting whatever. And I excluded all the keywords, right? Because I don't want somebody searching for car rental to find me. Because 99.9% of people searching for car rental are not looking for these. They would love to have these, but they're looking for a midsize for $19 a day. So I don't want to pay for those clicks. So I excluded it just to like Ferrari rental, Porsche rental, Lamborghini rental, exotic car rental. So very, very thing that raises the cost per click because it's a more targeted search, completely reduces the amount of people searching, but I rather pay for a more qualified lead than get all these leads and all these phone calls that amount to nothing. I did notice an increase in people calling for regular cars, and I did notice the biggest increase since I started advertising was people calling me up to offer me advertising on other sites. Like, hey, we see you're advertising on Yelp. And I'm like, come on, I don't want to, I don't even like the fact that I'm advertising on Yelp. I don't want to advertise with you. So I feel like the phone calls and the click-through that I did get so far in the first month has been that. that has been other companies or something calling through to try to sell me. They're like, oh, Yelp found a sucker. Let's go take care of this guy. But the biggest frustration, and this is my headache that I've had with Yelp when we used to deal with them 20 years ago, we used to pay Yelp effectively to manage our account because when somebody left a BS or a negative review, they can clean it up, right? If it's a legitimate review, they would have left it. But if it was a fake review, they would remove it. Now, inside 2 days, I think this is why the fix is in, right? This was a company that did not exist on Yelp. I put the company on Yelp, and within 2 days, I got a 1-star review. Nobody knows it's tied to me. Nobody knows it from my videos. Nobody knows anything about this company. And it was a 1-star review from somebody saying, I'm here waiting at the checkout counter at the airport. I just had a long flight, and they don't have enough staff here. That's the reason for my complaint, 1 star. Clearly, I don't have an airport location. That is a fictitious review, and I think it may even be spurred by Yelp, right? Because it's either a competitor or Yelp, and even the competitors don't really know until now my videos that Metro Dream Cars is tied to Gotham Dream Cars. So I think this is like, oh, now you've got this negative review. If you pay us more money, we'll give you an account manager or something like that. Whatever it is, I said, like, look, it's been 2 days. I just put up this account. I'd rather have no presence on Yelp than be on Yelp, pay for people to go to my listing on Yelp, and then also see that I have a 1-star review. And I don't want to have fake reviews. I don't want, like, I'm not going to have people go feed Yelp reviews because I think Yelp is the most toxic dumpster fire of a website on the internet, and it just breeds people going to complain for stuff. And I've learned that over the last 20 years, and Yelp doesn't really care. They're like, oh, whatever. Like, they used to be like, yeah, you pay us and we'll clean it up for you. And I don't like that. I didn't like that, and I told them I didn't like that at the time. That's why we just said, you know what? I could have 1-star Yelp reviews across the board. I don't care. We're not getting any business through Yelp. I don't want to do it. But I went out on a limb and I tried it. And right now we're batting at 0. It's peak season, so I don't know what actual traffic it is coming from Yelp. They're like, here's the general helpline. You can just reach out to them and they can look into that review. Reviews drive me nuts. You should not be able to post an anonymous review ever, anywhere. If you're going to make a review about something, you put your face to that. You put your receipt up there. You say, like, this review is so clearly fraudulent. So my only review, and I don't want to go then put 5 positive reviews up from people or ask people to put positive reviews to offset that, because that's nonsense. That game is so dumb. If a company is good, it should be reflected by the reviews. If a company is bad, it should be reflected by the reviews. Instead, you've got fraudulent companies that have 400 reviews, all 5 stars, 4 stars, whatever, and then you got a bunch of 1 stars that say this company stole my money. You can't tell what's real or what's fake, who's a customer, who's not a customer, so the review game is garbage. There's companies like Trustpilot. There's other companies that try to like, this is a verified review. That's better. Yelp is not. Yelp is a straight up dumpster fire, and I don't like it. You guys should not use Yelp. You should go leave a 1-star review. Yelp could have its own reviews. It would be 1.1 stars because it would make all its employees go give it a 5-star, and everybody else on the planet's giving it a 1-star. Yelp sucks. That's my rant. But before I go, don't forget, go to superspeeders.com. Tomorrow is the giveaway. And the giveaway is a trip 4 adventure drives with a car, with your flights, and your odds are very good. So we've had a little bit of a push in the end here of people signing up, but the giveaway is going to be tomorrow. We are going to draw a name. If you want, go to the website. Every $5 you spend gets you an entry, and one of you guys next month, from July 20th to July 28th, on my dime, is going to come and enjoy a trip of a lifetime, seeing probably 10 of the 20 best sites that we have in the country, all inside 1 week, while driving fun cars, eating, drinking, and being merry with a lot of us. Thanks for watching. Rob Ferretti. See you next time.